Hey everybody, this is Shannon and Claudia, and we wanted to do something fun today. Different. We have our kids here in the office, and everybody has like a different perspective of when they're, growing their family, of how it should go, how it should work, what you should do, all that kind of thing. Claudia grew up in Europe and then in Mexico, and I grew up in Virginia and then California and then Virginia again. So we definitely have kind of a different perspective. So we're going to introduce you real quick to, this is my son, Aiden. Hey.
Hi, everyone.
And this is Claudia's son, Nico. And Aiden is 10 and Nico is 19. Yes. So like to give you perspective.
So we have a middle schooler and we have a college sophomore. Both are kind of pains in the butt, little smart asses.
Yeah.
So we are eager to hear their point of view on certain things.
Yep. Chip off the old block. So hold on. We're going to get to that. Okay, so the first thing we wanted to do, we wanted to ask our boys, what things we had not taught them, because we've worked really hard to teach fiscal responsibility, checkbooks, money, all that kind of stuff that we didn't learn really in school, that we learned from our parents, or we learned the hard way, right? So this is what my son gave me for the things that he wanted me to teach him.
So we have this cookbook in our house with all of our favorite recipes, and she hasn't taught me how to cook a single one of them. And so I really want her to start doing that. And one of the things I love that she's teaching me is she's teaching me how to spend and save my money, and also tax 4 cents per dollar, things like that.
Cool. So that's good. So Aiden has a little part-time job, and we already talk about the 70-20-10 rule, which is you live on the 70%, you save 20% and 10% for investments or tithing, whichever your preference is. So Nico, what are the things that you want your parent to teach you, or that they have done well?
So these are both things that we have put some effort in, but not really committed to. One is at home we speak mostly Spanish and English, and my mother's from Germany. I've been trying to learn German, and we've been trying it for years, but we've never really committed. Every time we try it, we end up switching back to another language, and we just kind of forget about it. And second is, now that I'm in college, I'm living in an apartment. I really want to be able to cook for myself and not be miserable every meal. So hopefully this summer, I get to learn a little more about that.
Okay, so then the next thing is we wanted to have them define what they determined to be success. So everybody has a different level of success. For me, when I was younger, I really just wanted stability. That wasn't a big thing in our household, and so I wanted financial stability and just to not have to worry about everything. So this is what Aiden wanted, was for his stability. Okay.
So my stability, I would like to become a professional basketball player in the NBA, or a doctor, or like a chiropractor, some kind of doctor, some high-paying, well-off job. And then by the time I'm 35, I want to at least have $80,000 in savings, and use maybe a quarter of that, $20,000, putting it in different stocks and investing. That way, by the time I'm 60, I can have $100,000 to 500,000 that I can live off of until I die. So.
Good.
I want to make sure I'm stable for my whole life.
Yes. Okay, so Nico, what would be your definition of success?
So for me, it's more of a feeling. To have, peace of mind at all times.
Yeah.
And then isn't really success, but kind of thing that leads to success is when you love what you do.
Yeah.
And you wake up excited for the next day, you tend to do a lot better and live a lot better than if you're just exhausted all the time.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I managed to achieve that in whatever job I go into. I feel like that'd be my definition of being successful.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, if I could, buy myself a tennis racket or two, that wouldn't hurt.
It's always about the tennis racket.
At home, we calculate everything in tennis rackets. His current tennis racket is equals, what does it cost? Around $300. So everything is calculated in multiples of tennis rackets, right?
Yeah.
So what would you say, give me a number of tennis rackets where you feel you would have financial stability?
Well, we want to be wasteful, so you don't need more than 3 of a set, right?
Okay.
If you're not a pro player, you're not rotating out rackets a lot.
Okay.
But, better have them rather than not.
Yeah, absolutely.
My husband always was speaking about, when we speak financial security, we don't calculate in money, we calculate in days. Days that I don't have to work, where I have enough to live off. So we are calculating in days, not in a dollar amount.
That's amazing. That's a great idea. So Aiden, how many days would you like to be able to live off of? Like 40 years after you retire?
40. If I want to, if my goal is to retire by the time I'm at least 65 to 70 and have enough stability to live off of until at least knowing inflation, till I'm at least 100 to maybe 105, because I know I won't live anywhere past like 105 to 110.
Yeah. So Aiden's got good goals.
He has high expectations for himself.
Yeah.
Go for it, Aiden.
All right.